I am back at it again with the 98 Jeep Wrangler TJ. This time around, this stupid skid plate / transmission cross member is off one more time. This is easy to pull off, despite its size, as long as you have a hydraulic jack in the middle of it and you take off the 3 bolts onto each side, lower it down with a jack, piece of cake. Don't be under it when you lower it. So for today, we're dealing with this crappy linkage. Hopefully your video doesn't get all funky, because once again, I am recording this with my phone. So I'm lifted, and I heard a common complaint with these is that they don't shift right, and that is exactly what mine is doing. It won't go into 4 high. The linkage is all off. I'm going to put a cable kit on it. We're going to start. I'm going to take this off the main bracket. So we're going to go ahead and pull this off. And then if you follow your hand around to the top, there's one more bolt on top. See if I can get it. Kinda. See, that's the other bolt right up there. And then once those 2 are off, this bracket will come off. I'm going to go ahead and just pop this arm off with a screwdriver. It should pop right out. Right, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this whole linkage down. I'm going to go ahead and take that nut off, which should allow this to slide back. And actually, it looks like I can just take a screwdriver right there in that crack and just pop the whole thing out, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Once it's lying on the floor, I'll get back. All right, pretty simple. Couple of 9/16 like I said. Well, I didn't say 9/16 before, but it's an older transmission. It's not going to be metric. Anyway, there's the bracket. I'm going to attempt, like I always do, to hold the camera and work. I don't know if this is going to work. It depends. Oh, there you go. So that is off. I might have to shift this linkage a bit to get that down. I'm going to try shifting this linkage, and I'll let you know what position it needs to be in. So the other point where I'm going to pry is up here. See if that works. Oh, there's a lot of tension on that one, and I might need a bigger screwdriver. I got a much bigger screwdriver where this one came from. I'm going to try a bigger screwdriver. All right, so after I unbolted those 2 9/16 bolts, okay, let me get back here so you can see what's going on a little better. I then busted out my handy screwdriver, and this one was just in the hole, and I literally just popped it out. I had to bring the gear 4x4 selector all the way up into what I think is 4 low, and I still had to push on this a little bit. As I pulled, it came right out. Now the top one is what required a significant more amount of force. So what happened was this one goes into that hole. I had to WD-40 it and grab a very large screwdriver, and then I just wedged it against the transmission. Pop! Came off. Okay, this bracket, rotate it till it faces up. Okay, the bracket that you unbolted, when it faces up towards the floor pan, that will slide out of the hole, and the whole assembly comes down and out. Here's what I wound up with: the Savvy Off-Road cable linkage kit for a TJ. And they were nice enough to send it to me. Great company, but no instructions in the box for some reason. I don't understand that, and I don't really see any instructions on the product link. So Here I come, Google. Worst case scenario, I guess I'll figure it out on my own, right? It's just a cable. How difficult can it be? So, I'll get back. There aren't any official instructions, so I'm just going to roll with it, figure it out as I go. If I get stumped, I'll search online. So far, I've started it. I put the bracket on, right? Obviously, that's going to go here, but you got to pull this off. I used the same 9/16 wrench on that. It felt a little loose. It could have been metric, but it worked. Take that off along with the nut, right? This is the shifter bar for your transfer case. It comes with a new one. You can tell it only goes on one way because it's slotted, right? So you're going to match it up here and then bolt it back on. And then you have those. And the only way those come off is from the inside of the car. Excuse my moving around. Yeah, I dropped my phone. We're going to do a little bit of digging under the carpet. Found kind of a cool body tag. But that's not the point. Right there. Those are going to have to come off. Warning, what's that say? It's a sticker telling you don't take the carpet off. So far, this is turning out to be a lot easier than I thought. These are the bolts that were on, underneath the carpet on the trans tunnel. It's a size 10. All right, and so you're going to zip all those off, and then once that happens, this just falls off. It'll probably be stuck to the floor pan by old age. Just grab it, it'll come right off. All right, so these are all the old parts. This is all that's left. The kit becomes pretty self-explanatory once you get involved in it. You know, it's going to probably look something like this, right? And then this is going to have some combination, obviously, like that. All right? And that's all the hardware that's left. Let me show you what it looks like under the car. Okay. Bolted to the floor pan. Trying to get you a shot of everything. Oh, that's not too bad of a shot right there. Okay. So that's it. This is be a size 13 for both head and nut, right? And here this is on. So only thing we have left now are to make our connections. We got one up here, and then the other down here. We're gonna put on that new bracket. So I'm guessing going to be pretty obvious which one goes where when I crawl into here and take a look at it. All right, so I can see why the instructions didn't come with a kit. Although it still would have been nice, but it's not that bad. This threads on right here, just to the right. This is going to be a lock nut. Don't cinch that down until you have it in the final position. I just picked an arbitrary spot and pushed the pin through it. Up here, you're going to have to take that stupid bushing out however you can. I'm going to try a pair of pliers or channel locks and go from this way out. You know, I'm going to go this way out and see what happens. It's just kind of a plastic rubber bushing. So really, if you get pissed off at it enough, it should come right out at you, right? Of course, I can't focus, and here comes all the thumbs down. Oh my God, it's too wiggly. Anyway, so that's it right there. After that comes out, then these little funky bushings are what go into the hole. All right. And then with the nut on it afterwards, you'll see when I'm done. All right, here's the payoff video. The completion. It was a bit of a pain in the ass to get adjusted. This is how it goes. Thread this piece on. Flat washer. Nylon lock nut. At this end, thread this piece on, pin goes through, and then the final step, which I haven't done yet, cotter pin goes through the hole in the pin at the end of it. Now, it was a bit of a pain in the ass to adjust. I wound up putting it in two-wheel drive, which is all the way back, like you see here. Oh, sorry, guys. Right, and then 4 low is on the opposite end, where my finger's at, up here. And then on the transfer case, two-wheel drive is all the way forward. And once I had both of them in two-wheel drive, I put this on in a random spot most of the way up. You'll figure it out. And then I just kept threading this one until it fit on the hole. And here is the final result. Before, with the rubber linkage, I could barely budge it. And it wouldn't go into 4 high. There's 4 low. 4 high, neutral. Oh my God, it's so easy. Ridiculous. Love it.